Evening people, welcome back to the channel. Tonight we've got a one-off. It's the driver's room Bathurst 120. It's a 2-hour endurance for you lot. We've got 2 lobbies running tonight. I forget who's running lobby 2. Where's the info? I'll pull that up before the end of the race. Someone can give me that. So it's a 2-hour endurance round Bathurst, or Mount Paramount as some of you may know it. We're in the GR2 class of cars as well tonight, so a lot of power, a lot of downforce, a bit tricky to handle on these slower sections around the top of the mountain. Down the fast straights there'll be an absolute joy to drive, they'll be glued to the road. But yeah, those slower sections, it'll be interesting to see up and down those little hills. We'll see how they get on. So it's been a little bit of an open qualifying session. I think that has been dropped off a little bit. The qualifying was going to be half an hour. I think it's been reduced to 20 minutes. So we'll see who's in the room. We've got VQS Dawson. We've got JC70S, Ayrton Senna, Stephen 2570, VQS Ryan, Lionessi, might just be Lion, Mr. Sean, MRC CJW Racing, evening my friend, Jip 09 and Anthony Hunt 20. So we may see 1 or 2 more drivers join this lobby yet. Like I say, it is an open qualifying session. So after this quali at about 7:45, we're going to start the race. 2-hour endurance round here. They do have to use all 3 compounds of tyre in this one. Failure to do so will result in position penalties, so 1 position per infringement. It's lapped rather than timed. I've not been confirmed number of laps yet. You will know as I do. So yeah, it does say lobby open at 7:15. Open qualifying will follow immediately. 7:45 rolling start to avoid collisions with alternate classes. So we'll see what goes on. We've got another driver join the room. Have we? 9? Nope, still the same amount. Okay. Right, let's get ourselves on track. Put the usual gubbins on for you guys. Ayrton Senna. If he goes off track tonight, I'm going to call him Ayrton Senna. That's going to be his name. So VQS Ryan then. Fastest man currently, 1:52.2. That's pretty quick round Bathurst, to be honest. In these GR2s though, it's to be expected to be a lot quicker than times I'm used to, which is usually about a 2-minuter. CJW then in the Nissan, so it is a team event. Like I say, split across 2 lobbies tonight. CJ currently in 2nd position on the grid, 1:53.3. He does like a bit of Bathurst as CJ. Lionessi 1:53.7. Driving for Team Lexus. Ayrton Senna. He's not Senna yet. 1:54.1. Currently sitting in 4th. Mr. Sean, he's on a 1:54.4. Let's just see what he's got as he comes down this last straight then. Across the line for, it's a 2:00 there. So 5th currently, Jip 09 in 6th with a 1:54.6. Anthony Hunt 20, currently no hot lap, so it looks like he's left and come back. Stephen 2570 in 8th, again no hot lap. JC70S, no hot lap from himself either. VQS Ryan still holding that top spot, quite happy to just sit on the start finish line there, or start finish straight. He's chucked himself back in the pits. So Lionessi puts himself on provisional pole. We will see VQS Ryan back out on track. As long as he goes across the first timing line, he retains that first position on the grid. I see Bobby joining the room. Bobby also liking a bit of Bathurst. I know he's quite fond of a bit of Bathurst. CJW also in the pits. JPO9 then goes quicker, 153.7 into third position. Pushed down to fourth if VQS gets himself back on. Ayrton Senna. Still on that 154.1. He's got a timing mark coming up here. Let's just see what he's got. He's down 8 seconds, so maybe he's in lap 4 or out lap 4. Ayrton. Mr. Sean just comes out the pits. Fresh set of racing soft for Mr. Sean. Hunty also just coming out of the pits. So now Stephen starts his hot lap. JC starts his out lap. Ryan's still in the pits. Needs to be thinking about getting himself out on track really. MRC Bobby also. That's a nice livery we've got on there, Bob. On yourself, have you? A little bit of glitching from Bob. So Lionessy does actually go quicker overall, so he does take pole position, fair and square, 152.069 then for Lionessy. Still keeps VQS Ryan in second. I'm at 153.3. VQS Ryan's on a 152. What did he put in? Where is he? There he is. Oh, okay. Won't show me. Yeah, that's a good time. 152.0 from Lionessy. Just coming in looking like he's going to stick a fresh set of boots on. Got it. So VQS Ryan then, he does come back out on track. Comes back out into second then. Was on pole position. But Lionessy's beaten fair and square with a faster time. Not by a lot, to be honest. VQS Ryan not got long left to try and get that pole position back. Honda for VQS Ryan. Still looking quite bolted, a little bit slippy around this very slow section. Yeah, high speeds, you can see all the aero on the front of these cars. It just helps keep them firmly planted to the ground at higher speeds. Around these slower corners, not so much. So they do tend to loosen up a little bit around these slower turns. And with the varying turns and undulations around the top section of this track, it will be interesting. Dizzy, evening brother. Oosh, how you doing? So this is an out lap for VQS Ryan. Why haven't I got a track map handy? Still, that's a respectable 2 minutes on an out lap. Struggle to do that myself. Come on now, this is ridiculous. I've got like 15 track maps of Bathurst, and right about now I can't find one. Here we go. We're in. Surfer, evening brother, how you doing? Long time no see. So yes, Mount Panorama. Let's go and find someone on track who's near start finish line. Let's pick MRC Bobby. Let's go for a little. Yeah, let's go for a back end view. Okay, so round turn 1, which is held corner, hence the reason we're having a rolling start for this race. Let's hold the mountain straight then. All the way up here, getting up into 6th gear. Not sure what kind of gear in this Lexus is holding. So hard on the brakes, about 75, down into 3rd round this naughty right-hander. Easy to run wide through there. There still will be quite a lot of cars coming through that turn in lap 1. So through this double right-hander, back up the hill, easy to lose the tail, just as Bob's done there. So yeah, through these slower turns, the tail end of these cars just likes to light itself up. So Bob then back on track. Actually, I think no damage is on in this race. If it is, he was very lucky. So crashing through the cutting then for Bob. Up through Reed Peak and then down through into the S's then. So these are naughty as well. You can see the track changing direction and changing angle there. At those slow speeds, like I say, these cars just like to light the rear end up and spin themselves out this turn as well. The Forest Elbow. Back down the hill, down Conrod Straight. So you'll see a few overtakes down here. Hopefully Bob can keep it in a straight line again. CJ, evening mate. How are you doing, CJ? On 4th at the minute. Even Bob's beat you, CJ. Sorry. So through the chase then, they actually put that in to slow the cars down as they came down towards this final turn here. So through Murray's corner. Hard on the power, what does Bob put in? Slow on with his crash at 2:16. That was a kind of semi-lap with MRC Bobby there. Let's get ourselves right. VQS Ryan then has got quicker, 1:51.6. So smashed almost half a second off his previous time. That's almost 0.4 of a second that Lioness's got to try and make up to regain that pole. So Bobby into 3rd then on that 1:52.6. CJ in 4th, 1:53.3. Jip 09, he's on 1:53.7. Ayrton Senna 1:54.1. Stephen left and come back. He's currently in 7th. Let's just stick with him while he does these last couple of turns. Oh, a couple of wheels on the grass there. The Team Honda driver looking to keep it in a straight line. So through Murray's. Again, just clipping that curb. It's quite a big curb to clatter over as well. So then puts in a 1:54.6, so still 8th. JC 9th, 1:56.9 for JC. VQS Dawson, no hot lap yet. 10th position currently. Mr. Shaw now in the pits, sitting in 11th. Oh, you donut, what are you messing about at, Surfer? Better send her a WhatsApp. Put the link in the WhatsApp. Send it. So yeah, 1:51.6 then for VQS Ryan. He'll be happy with that, taking a great big chunk out of his previous time, although Lioness has gone quicker again, 1:51.7. Close that gap right up then, Lioness. Lexus. Candlepick Lexus. Oh, not this lap. 8.5 seconds back. No, not an out lap. Maybe just taking it easy. Maybe just getting it a bit loose in one of the turns. So now is the time then. Through Hell's Corner. Starting this lap for real then up this mountain straight. So the rolling start will mean the cars are a fair chunk apart as they come up this hill. They're all concertina up as they come into these tight turns up here. Essie putting everything into this one at the minute. I love racing down the side of his car like that. So let's just see what sort of time he's putting in, coming through this next timing mark. Ooh, kept it in a straight line, but that's going to have lost him a lot of time. Yeah, half a second down then. Back in the pits for Lioness, he's not happy with that one. So he's got to do the same again. If he stays in the pits when they start the race, doesn't get across the first timing line, he ends up in that 10th position. Nearly done myself. It's not nice. So a bigger gap for BQS Ryan then. CJW 0.8 of a second back. He's actually gone quicker, taking MRC Bobby's spot. 152.5 then for CJ. He's going quicker again. Driving for Team Nissan. It's a beast of a car, is the Nissan in the GR2 class. So this is where we saw Bobby just get it a little bit wrong. CJ with a little darksmoka logo on the front of his Nissan there. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. He's got one on the tail as well. I've just seen it on the tail. Great big thing. Just there, look. Cheers, CJ. Losing the tail of that Nissan through the S's. Hard on the brakes then into the elbow. Nice wide line through there for CJ. Keeping maximum pace on the exit. Not quite so easy to do under race conditions when you've got cars trying to throw themselves down the inside. CJ just giving Mr. Sean a little flash of his lights. So that will be his quickest lap so far at the minute. He's lost the purple, but it is blue, so that does mean it will be his quickest. Lionessie's come back out, back into second. Geno 90. Go on, CJ. And cars and things. Does 152.3, so that's his quickest. Retains his third. Bobby's holding on to fourth, 3 of a second back, so probably through the order then. BQS just coming out of the pits. So currently our pole sitter on 51.6 from BQS Ryan. BQS Dawson just trying to get a sneaky toe up the mountain straight there. Not realising BQS Ryan had just come out of the pits. So pole sitter BQS Ryan, 51.6. So to Lioness, he come back out of the pits, yeah, he must have. So is BQS Dawson, everyone diving in and out. It's not easy to keep up with the times, boys, when you keep doing that. Stop it. Because look, if I go and find current pole sitter BQS Ryan, I've got a blank time board. It tells me on the left hand side what's the fastest time. Lioness back out, although parked up at the minute. So getting close toward the end of this quali then. It's supposed to be 15 minutes from half past, but looks like they're running it for half an hour. Let me pour myself a drink before this thing cracks off. It's alright people, it's only orange juice. I've got like a pint of whiskey. I'm going to take the camera off CJ, he's had far too much coverage. Anyone? Bobby. CJ actually leaving the lobby, or leaving the room, going to make some changes. So Dawson goes quicker, 1:52.3 for Dawson, he's up into second position. Still not quite as quick as VQS Ryan when he comes out, he's still on that 1:51.6. So Lion SE, VQS Dawson, and everyone else will push down a spot when VQS comes back out of the pits. CJ though, he's come back out of the pits, come back into the race and retained his second. So that pushes Dawson down a spot then. VQS Ryan back in the lobby. So VQS Ryan still leading this one. Second, CJ in third. It should be Dawson fourth, Bobby in fifth, Jim 09 in sixth, Mr. Shaw. That's what I'm saying. With the guys jumping in and out of the lobby, it is a little bit awkward if you jump in halfway when I'm saying position 6 is position 7 or position 5 is position 6. You're like, what? What's he talking about? He's lost his mind. But we're into the race. 2 hours of endurance around Bathurst. We've got fuel and tyre wear on. They do have to use all 3 compounds of tyre in this race. Any misdoings from that, they do get penalised 1 position. Rolling start as well. So I'm not too sure. It does spread the cars out quite a lot, so I'm not too sure with 11 drivers. See where the guys at the back start when they actually kick this race off. Some tracks it does leave them with a corner to go before they actually get onto the start finish straight, which is a little bit naughty. So we are rolling then. 2, 1, and they're off. Yeah, so we've still got a couple of drivers still waiting to come around that final turn. VQS Ryan leads us down towards Hell Corner then. You can see, you can imagine 16 cars trying to pile through there. It's never pretty. VQS Dawson leads us up the hill then. Out of lap 1, Ryan SE holds on to his second. We'll see if there's any position changes further back. There shouldn't be out of a minute. Train over GR2 is coming up the hill. Lion SE in second, then CJ third, Bobby fourth, Jip in 5th, Mr. Sean in 6th, Stephen 7th, Ayrton Senna in 8th, Dawson in 9th. Why did Dawson put himself in 9th? I don't know. Anthony Hunt in 10th and JC in 11th. So, a little way off the front runners at the minute. Ryan continues to lead through the top section of the mountain. Back down the hill then into the S's. Honda looking alright through there, pretty stable, a little bit loose on that slower turn. CJ, second place then. We've got Lion SE, he's got it wrong somewhere. Bobby's all over the back end of Lion SE as well. So around Forest Elbow, Lion SE just clattering into the wall there. Bobby getting himself up into 3rd then. Lion SE 4th. Yeah, doesn't look like they got damage on. So Lion SE getting away with a damage-free incident. Currently out on the medium tyres, possibly the reason why he ran wide into the wall. So Jip 5th then. So positions are being made already. Lioness losing out. Oh, Jip's lost the tail end of that Lexus. That's slowed him right down. He's got Mr. Sean all over his... he's gone on he's died and chucked himself straight in the pits already. He's on the hard tyres. That's it, he's had enough of those. 1 lap, thank you. Get rid of those. So he will come back out of the pits in last place. Really, no, we've got JC in the pits also, probably looking for a similar strategy, get rid of those hard tyres, exactly as Jip's done. Senna chucks himself into the slipstream of Jip as they head up the hill. He's also dragging Dawson with him. Hard on the brakes into the right-hander. Right, let's go and see what's happening up front. Come back to this action soon. VQS Ryan there, 1.7 second lead currently over CJW. So the top two with a bit of a lead over third place MRC Bobby, 3.3 seconds the gap back to Bob. Lexus does sound good. Lioness 4th. So Bob's pulled a bit of time over Lioness, although Lioness putting in some purple sectors. Oh, sorry, that's always the case on lap 2 with every driver. Mr. Sean then up into 5th place. Stevens 6th. Jip losing out a couple of positions through there. Then down into 7th position. Under a bit of pressure from Ayrton Senna in 8th. Again, Dawson just in the background there in 9th. Getting a good run through Forest Elbow right on the tail of Ayrton Senna. Getting a good toe down here. Move down the inside as the Nissan got the legs to run parallel with the Lexus. Doesn't look like he's chucked himself back into the slipstream down the inside into this turn. Looking to keep it on track, so a good move there by Dawson up into 8th position. He gets past Ayrton. And now he's on the hunt for 7th position, Jip 09. So we set Ayrton down into 9th. Anthony Hunt 10th, 4.7 seconds back at the minute. Go check out Anthony Hunt's Twitch. I believe he's also on YouTube as well. Not sure which one he uses most, but go and check them both out. Give him a follow, a like, and subscribe. JC then in the pits. He's also getting rid of those hard tyres. Putting on a set of racing softs. So VQS Ryan continues to extend 2.4 seconds over CJ then. CJ got plenty of gap behind to Bobby, still got 3.6 seconds. So just starting to stretch out a little bit now, another 3.2 back to 4th place Lioness, or Lioness 3.6 back to Mr. Sean. Mr. Sean coming under increased pressure from Stephen, 25.70. Chuck the track up away, should know this track, don't. Dipper then. To Forest Elbow, Mr. Sean. He's getting away cleanly with that. Dawson's up into 6th though. He's got himself past Chip and Stephen. Dawson, have you got rockets on your car? I know you're a bit of an alien, but that's ridiculous. So Dawson then. Just seen him get past Ayrton Senna. He's already got himself past Jip and Stephen. Hot on the heels of Mr. Sean as well already. So let me change camera. Let's see what VQS Dawson can do. Chasing down Mr. Sean then, already closing in. Same car as well, both guys driving the Nissan. Easy past them for VQS Dawson, right down the inside into the first turn. You can see absolutely nothing Mr. Sean could do about that. Mr. Sean can only hope to stick in the slipstream of VQS Dawson. He does do, whether he gets enough momentum to make a move back on him. VQS Dawson is not having that. He's going to make a run around the outside. While he's doing that, Stevens looking for a little nudge down the inside as well. Not able to make that one work. We've got Ayrton Senna in the background, so it looks like Jip's got it wrong somewhere, unless I missed him coming into the pits. This just allows VQS Dawson to pull away. So he's Already got 1.2 seconds over Mr. Sean. But it's all kicking off in the background with Mr. Sean. Got Mr. Sean, Stephen and Ayrton Senna bumper to bumper through the most time awkward section of this track. Oh, Ayrton Senna's running wide through that first section. Penalties are on the light, so I'm not sure how much he'll get for that. And he's just clattered into the wall behind as well, so lost time to Mr. Sean and Stephen. Oh, Stephen losing the tail of that Honda. Right on the tail of Mr. Sean now though, heading down Conrad. Closing in. He's looking for a move. Is he just going to stick in the slipstream and go for a move into this turn? Yes, he is. So down the inside then for Stephen. Yeah, easy move to make down that Conrad straight. Plenty of time to get your position lined up and get the move made. Right. See what's happening up front. VQS Ryan then continues to pull away. So about a quarter of a tank of fuel, a little bit of wear on those racing softs. Tiny drift through turn 2. CJ not lost that much more time, 4.8 seconds, so a little bit, but just keeping him within. It's only going to take a little mistake from Ryan for CJ to take advantage of that. MRC Bobby though has closed the gap up. 2.5 seconds now, the gap between Bob and CJ, so interesting to see what Bob can do. Another 10th in through there as well. Pulling more time over Lionessi, so Lionessi is winning the pits. Oh no, sorry, I think stuck with those mediums from the beginning of the race, didn't they? So Dawson then up into 5th, now closing in on Lionessi. Qualified 3rd or 4th, for some reason he was 9th or 10th on the grid. He wanted to give himself a little bit of a challenge, but he's not giving him much of one at the minute, so he's made up 5th position already. Close that gap down on Lionessi, 2.9 seconds. Get back to Stephen now, 4.5 seconds. He's managed to pull a bit more of a gap over Mr. Sean, so 1.2 seconds. That gap coming down slightly down here. So Jip back up into 8th then. So did Jip come in the pits? Yeah, I think he did on the softs. Oh, Mr. Sean's got it wrong though. Jip's going to take advantage down the inside. Nice easy move for Jip to do. So Mr. Sean wasn't trying to get in the pits on that lap. Oh, but Jip's got 2 wheels on the grass. Oh, Anthony Hunt in the background has just done the same thing. So the pink Nissan just losing the tail through that turn there, ploughing into the wall for Anthony Hunt 20. Losing a bit of time. Back of this little pack here. Ayrton Senna 9th, Mr. Sean and JP. JC in 11th then. So a little far off the pace at the minute, 10.2 seconds from Anthony Hunt, sorry, Ayrton Senna, the business just changing there. 37 seconds off race lead. I'm sure I saw him come in the pits twice early on in the race. A little scrape of that wall there in the Lexus as well. Just slow down a tiny bit. There's Ryan. So how does time gap reduce down to 4.1 between himself and CJ. Tyre wear on that Honda starting to come into effect then. CJW in the Nissan got a lot better tyre wear going on the Nissan. Managed to pull a bit more of a gap from MRC Bobby as well, so got that gap back up to 3.7. So CJ in the Nissan then, let's see what, yeah, he's pulling in another couple of tenths there, CJ. Fastest lap of the race for him there, 152.2. So the gap down to 3.9. You must be able to see that car of VQS Ryan's, the Honda, just getting slightly bigger as he gets gets towards him. Another 10th as he comes up the hill. Purple sector as well. So losing a bit of time through there. Maybe the heavier Nissan now through the turns. Throwing the tail in then. CJ losing time because of it. Action somewhere. VQS Dawson already up into 4th. He's got himself past Lionessy. 6th then. Chip 7th. Mr. Sean, Anthony and Ayrton Senna still close together. Anthony getting himself past Ayrton on the last lap. So these three look like they're going to have a bit of a tussle. Not anymore. Anthony Hunt's got it on the grass. He's lucky to keep that in a straight. Oh, he's not kept it in a straight line. I was just about to say he did well there to keep that in a straight line, and then he didn't. He's going to give JC someone to fight with at least. He'll be coming at a slightly quicker pace than Anthony Hunt's. Crashed into a wall. Let's get going again, pace. Oh, he is holding a bit of damage, so damage is on. He's off the track again there. So damage repaired now, so it's, I thought penalties were only on light, damage was only on light, so they do pick up damage, it does slow down a little bit. But it does repair itself as they drive around the track. But like I've just said, that just allowed JC to close up on him. It gives him someone to chase down now. He's a little way off the pack. He's now a second down from Anthony Hunt. Oh, Anthony Hunt spoiling the fun though by coming in the pits. So VQS Ryan continues to lead. We're on to lap 8 of 58. We are into a 2-hour endurance. I'm going to talk less because it's a 2-hour endurance. And my face will have fallen off by the end. Carry on going at that pace. So I'm just going to have a little Jaffa cake moment. Leave you with some glory shots from VQS Ryan. Alright, I'm back. I'm the Jaffa cake, Phil. That's enough for you as well, VQS Ryan. You've had plenty of glory shots. He has managed to pull another second over CJ though. Gap up to 5. Oh, CJ losing the tail then. Slowed him down a little bit. It's going to allow MRC Bobby to close back up. So that gap already then was at 5 seconds, now it's 7 seconds between VQS and CJW. MRC Bobby only 2.3 seconds back now. So you'll have seen that gap come down. Make him try just a little bit more, close the gap up. Could cause him to make a mistake though. So VQS Dawson still in 4th. He's got 6 seconds to try and make up on MRC Bobby. Still keeping pretty clean at the minute. So he's in Danger in front or behind currently. 6.32 MRC Bobby in front, 6.5 back to Lion Essie in 5th. Jip 6th. Stephen slowly closing up on Jip, actually 1.1 seconds back. Continuing down. 2, just closing that gap a little bit. Jip does look to tempt fate, sticking his wheels on the inside of that turn. I don't mind doing it. It has allowed Stephen to close up, the gap down to a second then. Mr. Sean in 8th, so he's managed to make a bit of a break from Ayrton Senna. Senna's been in the pits for tyres though, out on a fresh set of softs. JC 10th, so on the softs as well. And he's got to worry about Anthony Hunt behind, only 3.3 seconds back, so he's actually come out on a fresh set of racing hards. Let's see how he gets on with those. I know a couple of drivers did come in early on. First couple of 3 laps, that's enough of those. Racing hard's not a nice tyre. So the Honda driver, VQS Ryan, continues to extend 7.6 seconds. He's now got over CJW. Just 1 or 2 little mistakes creeping in that I've seen from CJ. Got it wrong. Oh, sorry, Jip's got it wrong. That's allowed Stephen through. He's back on track. Picked up no damage for that as well. So lucky for Jip. He's got to try and chase down Stephen 25.70. So Bobby comes in the pits this lap then. He's had enough of those tyres. So he's not taking on board any fuel by the look of it. Let's just quickly flick ourselves up to MRC Bobby. No, he's just taking on a fresh set of racing softs for Bob. Not losing that much time, only 4.4 back from CJ. CJ still out on those worn out softs, as is VQS Ryan in front. VQS Ryan saw the gap up to 8 seconds. So Bob did have the gap at 2.5, so he's only lost a little bit of time coming into the pits. 2 seconds. 4.2 to try and make up on CJ for that second position. CJ running on the worn out softs, Bob on the fresh set of softs, lighter car as well currently. So pulling in all sorts of time there on CJ. You just see CJ disappearing around that turn in front. And also Bobby getting a gap down to 3.2. So CJ's got to think about trying to cover him off with the pit stops. Will CJ come in the pits this lap? Just trying to lose a bit of penalty through there. He does. So let's just kind of see how much time he loses. Bobby comes through there. Position to Dawson, depending on Dawson's been in, or CJ's taking on board fuel low. So another set of softs. He does stay out in front of Dawson, right behind MRC Bobby though. 1.3 seconds, so it's all on again. VQS Ryan is kind of running away with it at the minute. 10.8 seconds lead. 11 seconds now. Oh, not anymore. So the tyre wear really starting to play into the 3 drivers behind hands. They have got 11 seconds to try and make up. So VQS Ryan is just going to try and keep control of these worn out softs for this lap. plough into the wall. That 11-second gap already down to 9.6 through that mistake. So much time. So he should still come out in front if he comes into the pits for tyres. Whether he takes on board fuel yet to be seen. Not anymore. Bobby's just taken the position. Cliche through the pit stop. But you're probably watching that. So the gap down to 8.6 then. VQS Ryan. Let's see, does he stop out? He must be seeing that time come down as well. I would expect him. I'd be coming in the pits. Plenty of time to play. He does. So Bobby second place then, 8.4 back, just coming down that same straight, past the pit entrance there, through this final turn then. It's, like I say, it's not a very quick, it's not a very long pit lane. So although VQS Ryan is down in fourth, he won't be, he will be, there he is. What are you doing? Go to him, there he is, VQS Ryan. He does come back out in first position. He's only got a second gap over MRC Bobby. His tyres are only a lap fresher. 2 laps fresher for the fight between himself and Bob. So Honda it is, leading the way. MRC Bobby second. CJ third. Dawson fourth, right on the heels of CJ. So there's only 4 seconds between the top 4 drivers after 13 laps. That's after people have hit the wall and everything. Ryan Essie now 13 seconds back in 5th. Jip 6th. So he's been quite lucky, Jip, although he's got to stop for tyres. He has got 2.9 seconds over Mr. Shawn. Might just be enough to keep him out in front. Tail. Stephen's on the hard tyres now. Let's see how the Honda gets on with those. It's quite a light car, the Honda. Not too sure what the Lexus is like, I've not driven it. Ayrton Senna in 9th then on those softs. Just over a quarter of a tank for Ayrton. JC still holding 10th. A fresh set of softs. Anthony Hunt, he's out on those hard tyres. Struggling a little bit. Lost a bit of time to JC, I think. Oh, he's got it wrong through there. And did well to keep it in a straight line. I didn't say that too early this time. Ryan, he's not managed to disappear as he did in the first stint. Gap still at 0.7 of a second, 0.6 of a second between himself and MRC Bobby. Not far off in the distance, we've got CJW 1.8 seconds back in third. He has got to worry about VQS Dawson in the background. 1.2 seconds back, big old gap back to 5th place, then 16 seconds to Lion SE. Sneaky Dawson putting in purple sectors as well. Sneaky Dawson. So, did I get... I did somewhere. Whether I need to actually read it out, so you can kind of see. So this is actually split across 2 lobbies. We've got other drivers in the team, Lexus team, Honda team, Nissan camps, but driving in a different lobby. VQS Dawson, while we've been on board, has put the fastest lap of the race, 1:51.1, but lost time to CJ. I say, the Honda's quite a light little car. Nice to throw around, really. Just keeping him in check though. CJ still lurking in the background, only 1.5 seconds back. Dawson nearly 3 seconds back now. Some nice liveries on these cars. Not sure if they were assigned or just designed themselves, but yeah, some good liveries tonight. In the Lexus. Teaser's livery for JC. Whoa, getting it wrong then. That's as easy as that. So just have to take him forward in action. Not to clatter into the back of JC, he was ghosted at the time. In front of Hunty with a mistake as well. So it looks like Hunty's really struggling with those hard tyres. Oh, he's on the mediums now. Apologies. Full tank of fuel though, so the car very heavy on those turns. So it's a little bit awkward. They are slightly off camera as well. The turns where you see most people lose the tails. Come on, Bob, get him. Go and give a shout out to MRC Bobby. Did the finals round of the Next Gen Racing's team versus team event last Wednesday. MRC Bobby, the man we're on board with now, just decided to stick a white livery on his car, white paint, and a great big thank you darksmoka on the side for doing all the comms for him. Cheers, Bob. Appreciate it, mate. Shout out for that, I think. It's obviously working. You're closing in on VQS Ryan. Well within slipstream range now. We're closing in on VQS Ryan down the Conrod. See that Honda getting ever so slightly bigger. The windscreen of MRC Bobby's car. Don't think he's quite in a position to make a move into this turn. No, but he does close that gap right up on VQS Ryan. Him sweat a little bit to see that big 11-second gap go down to 0.4 it is now. Yeah, Bob and CJ do like this track. VQS obviously likes this track as well. He's many hiccups from him. Just coming out of the pits then, staying over to the left hand side, letting these faster drivers through. Getting that gap to 0.7 of again. Slowly closing up down this mountain straight. Flags waving just for some of the back markers to come out of the way as they come through, getting lapped. I'm going to try and stick with VQS Ryan through here then to try and gain as much time as possible down that Conrod straight. So just losing a tenth. Losing more time, so VQS Ryan able to get that Honda through there a lot quicker than MRC Bobby. Bobby gaining a little bit of time back through there though. Over a second the gap. That was a lap with Bob. So he was looking to make a move on VQS Ryan. Unable to do it, just losing out in the top section over the hill. Just closed up a little bit again there. These two both putting more time over CJ. CJ coming under pressure though from VQS Dawson. Nissan drivers. CJ just holding 0.6 of a second over VQS Dawson. Very similar states of tyre wear, both holding the soft tyres. VQS Dawson got slightly less fuel. CJ's probably got about a lap more at the most. Let's just see what's happening with VQS. So VQS has managed to pull a bit of a gap from MRC Bobby then, 2.1 seconds. I can check that out in a minute, see if Bobby can pull any time back on him. CJ in the meantime has managed to fend off VQS Dawson. Both drivers getting it a little bit wrong through there. VQS Dawson coming off worse, he's picked up front end damage. That's going to slow him down. Down these straights. It should repair itself before he gets onto the Conrod straight. Here. It should just about repair itself. Come on. Getting absolute maximum speed out of that car with the front end damage. Yeah, so it goes now then. And that's lost him a lot of time to CJ. He's now 2.7 seconds back. So the two good battles that were brewing have split up a little bit for the time being. So probably now 2.6 seconds back. He's got a little bit wide through the Hull corner as well. Brings up a little bit more time, a little bit more speed up this long straight. Still holding on to that third, getting himself a little bit of breathing room, 2.4 seconds now over VQS Dawson. Don't forget to like this video, people, subscribe if you haven't. Go check out CJW Racing as well, and Can't Shake the Cliche, who's in the chat there. Can't Shake the Cliche on YouTube, Twitch, Discord, yeah, we're all on that. So he's got a YouTube channel. I'm not sure he puts too much up on there though. So we'll start seeing drivers coming in with fuel. As I say that, Ayrton Senna's in the pits. Taking on board that fuel there then. See what he comes out on. He does come out. He comes out racing soft then for Ayrton. Comes out at 9th. Oh, Stephen's come out of the pits. Sorry, Ayrton's come out of the pits to find Stephen. Where's he gone? Spinning around backwards. Oh no, he wasn't coming out of the pits, so just coming around Hell Corner then. Looks like he'd got a couple of wheels on the grass. Spun up the back end and just pirouetted him into the wall as Ayrton came out of the pits. Damage all the way up that straight. So now JC 17 to close up, now 2.4 seconds back. Dawson now in the pits as well from third. Bobby being released. So up to 6 seconds gap then for VQS. Ryan. He's gone for hard tyres, no fuel. We're just trying to get those out of the way. CJW in this lap as well. Let's hope Bob will get around the full lap with that fuel he's got on board. So Bob could lose this position to CJ. CJ's on racing softs, they'll still be quicker than Bob's hards for sure, especially in sections like this. It's not going to help if CJ doesn't get the line into the corner right. So Bob, does he run out of fuel down this car run straight? Does he go for any kind of fuel saving? It doesn't look like it. He's taking the revs to full beans. He should just have enough to get back to the pits. Looks like he was just chucking on those hard tyres to get rid of them. It's just allowing EQS Ryan though. He's going to allow him more time. So Bob in the pits then, CJ follows him in. CJ holding slightly more fuel, so we'll see who comes out on top. They are coming in pretty much neck and neck through there. Dawson in also. So not a lot of wear on his mediums, but he's got no fuel on board. So Bobby comes out in third, then CJ managed to get out in front of him. Only taking on a tiny little bit of fuel, so CJ's going for the same strategy here. A little bit of fuel, racing hards. A lap of those, thank you very much, and get rid. And you can see struggling into turn 2. Taking a bit of paint off the side of that Nissan. It's going to allow Bob to close back up. Bob did take on half a tank of fuel, so that did put him 4 seconds back. I know Dawson and Ryan are stupid quick. Well, I'm not too sure about Ryan. I think it's the first time I've seen him race, but I know Dawson's considered an alien throughout the sim racing community. But he's got to make a pit stop, so he's done the same thing, racing hards. Get those on, get those off. Nobody wants to play with racing hards. Lionessi. Now 30 seconds back from 4th place Dawson. So comfortably 5th at the minute, got 14 seconds back to Mr. Sean in 6th. Again, yet to he's got to stop as well. So Chip's got plenty of fuel on board. He's only 5.3 seconds back from Mr. Sean. Half a tank of fuel, so he can run pretty long. Let's see how long his tyres last though. So CJ in the pits now. He's taking those hard tyres off. I think we've lost a driver. I think we've lost Anthony Hunt. Yeah. So possibly not getting on very well with the GR2s. So VQS Ryan then. Let's see what he's got compared to Bob. So Bob's come out with a set of mediums and he's got just under half a tank. VQS Ryan on the other hand got a pretty worn out set of softs. A quarter of a tank, so can still run long, and he's pulled a massive gap, 21 seconds. So he's got time to come in, take on board fuel and tyres, quite easily keep that position from Bob. CJ then, his stop, come out on a fresh set of racing soft half a tank, just over 8.1 back from MRC Bobby. Gap starting to spread out a little bit now. Midway through this race, Dawson then 10 seconds back. He's come out with 3/4 of a tank racing softs. I don't think those tyres will last 3/4 of a tank. Not when you're going into the S's like that. I'll say nothing because he is an alien and he could smoke me any day he wanted. So the pink liveried Lionessi sliding that Lexus through the S's. Down towards Forest Elbow then. Nice tight line through there. We were seeing CJ take a nice wide line through there when there was no traffic coming. So they hit top speed down here. Looks like they're getting pretty damn close. See what the differences are. 185, 186 for the Lexus. Let's see what the Lexus has got. Anywhere near as quick as Ayrton's. 187, okay. Ayrton doing anything he can to get past Chip there. No chance. You can just see that Lexus swerving about in the background trying to get past him. No problem, Surfer EV. Good luck, Gadies and Lents. There you go. Even said it without messing my words up. So Stephen, we saw him getting a bit wild through this turn a couple of laps ago. Currently sitting in 8th position. This race is soft, starting to have taken a bit of a beating. See you later, buddy. So Mr. Sean closed that gap up. 3 seconds. It was 6 the last time I looked. So Mr. Sean got a target to aim for in front. He's in a better position as well. He's got 3/4 of a tank. Pretty fresh set of racing softs. We just jump up to Stephen. He's only got 1/4 of a tank and his tyres looking a little worse for wear at the minute. So JC then just having the top drivers come through now that Nicholas Ryan coming past. So JC now back in the pack with Anthony Hunt's departure. He's got 22 seconds to try and close up on Mr. Sean. That's going to be a tall order for JC, I think. No, you never know. We'll see what happens. So Nicholas Ryan, we've just seen come past JC. So still holding 22, nearly 23 second lead over second place MRC Bobby. So he is out on those mediums, slightly slower tyre, the medium. CJ on the softs, 5.6 seconds back. So why is Lionessi now in front of VQS Dawson? Can't have been through the pit stop, he had like 30 seconds. So 3 pit stops in like 4 laps there. So I'm not sure what happened to VQS Dawson. VQS Ryan in the meantime in the pits, taking on board fuel and tyres. Let's see where MRC Bobby. So Bobby coming in the pits again then. I think he's looking to take on board just a little bit more fuel. He's going for a fresh set of tyres. He's topping up his tank as well. So CJ does take that second position off him. MRC Bobby in the background just coming out of the pits there. See what the gaps are when they all settle back down. It's about to be about 1.5. Yeah, about 1.5. So now MRC Bobby and CJW very similar positions. CJ holding a little less fuel. Let's see whether he can, well, not use as much basically. And try and cover off the attack from MRC Bobby. Whether that be attack on track or strategy with their pit stops is yet to be seen. VQS Ryan, even after his stop, has retained 15 seconds lead over second place CJ. So Bob closing up on CJ through there. 23. Essie up into 4th, 28 seconds back. And then, strangely, VQS Dawson now 5th. He's 5 seconds back from Essie. So we still don't quite know what's going on with VQS Dawson. So Jip 6th, 21 seconds back from 5th place Dawson. Stephen just kicking dirt there, 7th position. That's going to allow Ayrton Senna to close up. He must have lost time with that. Oh, he's losing time through there. There's a lot of tyre wear on that Honda. Ayrton Senna on the fresher softs. A lot less fuel though, so you might see both of these guys come in the pits together. That will allow Mr. Shawn just to swoop through and take both of those positions. See where it brings JC actually. He's still got plenty of fuel on board. So when we see these two come in, Stephen must be worried about the attacks from these drivers behind. No, obviously not. Ayrton does come in the pits this lap though. Oh, he's got it a bit wrong on the entrance. Oh, he's kept it on track. Can be a little bit awkward. If you get that wrong, you can spit you back on track in the wrong place, and you have to do another lap with either no fuel or absolutely worn out tyres, or maybe both. Never pretty. So he's in the pits then, taking on board that fuel. Looks like VQS Ryan's pit again. That allows Bobby up into P1. So he now holds 1.9 seconds over CJ, so I didn't see where Bob got past CJ. But VQS Ryan still holding 3rd position, come back out of the pits after his stop then, just over half a tank, racing softs. And in the pits again then for VQS Ryan. Not too sure what's going on. Maybe putting on the wrong tyre, I don't know. He's put on a set of hards now. So Essie 4th then. Just got to worry about the attacks from VQS Dawson. That gap now reduced down to 2.7 seconds from 4. Closing down again. Just having a little race of his own at the minute. 26 seconds in front of VQS Dawson, 7 seconds back to Stephen. Even longer now as he's in the pits. Again, oh, he's got it wrong on the entrance. Yeah, it can be a little bit awkward, the pit entrance at some tracks. So Ayrton Senna then, we saw him come in the pits last lap. Does he manage to get himself past Stephen? He's had his tyres, he's just taken on board that fuel. So it's down the start finish straight. No, I think Stephen's just got out in front of him. He has Ayrton Senna then 4 seconds back. Time he was all over the tail end of Stephen just before that last set of pit stops. He's pulling a bit more time on him though, 3.7 seconds from 4. VQS Ryan for some reason now only just been released from the pits. What is going on with VQS boys? Too easy for themselves maybe. So Bobby leading this one, 3.7 seconds. CJ second. So maybe that was just a bit of a glitch on my part. It's happened sometimes. You go and look at drivers and they're still in the pits, even though they're actually racing around the track. So VQS Ryan, 3.6 seconds back. It looked like he'd come in for 2 pit stops, or he did come in for 2 pit stops. He's got a 208 and a 215. So he's got 3.5 seconds to try and make up on CJ. This is his outlap. Bizarrely enough, so that's another pit stop he's chucked in. So Northam back up into 4th then, got himself back past Lionessi. Second between them, might get a little bit of a toe down here, Lionessi. He's closing back up on Dawson. VQS Ryan, it's telling me VQS Ryan is in the pits again. He is. I don't know what's going on. Bob's still leading though, CJ's still second. CJ's closed a bit of a gap up, 2.8 seconds. So CJ doesn't look like he's managed to save a lot of fuel. His tyre's not in bad nick though, but he will have to stop a bit earlier than Bobby. Whether Bobby covers him off and covers in the pits as well, we'll wait and see. 6 seconds the gap then. Bit of a dust cloud there, saw kicked up from the driver before, which must have been MRC Bobby. Both drivers sounded like they're taking it a little bit easy through Forest Elbow there. Closing the gap on power alone. Gap down to 2.6 seconds between MRC Bobby and MRC CJW. Lexus versus Nissan currently. Back to VQS Dawson after his multitude of pit stops. He's got 10.5 seconds to try and make up. So Dawson in 4th then, 18 seconds back from VQS Ryan. So Lioness lost another almost second to VQS Dawson, gap of 1.8. Still holding 6th. Again, just comfortably out on his own at the minute. He's got Mr. Sean 4.5 seconds back. Still in good places, Mr. Sean. Plenty of tyre wear left on that Nissan. They've got plenty of fuel on board as well. Chip, in the meantime, has about worn those tyres out. Have benefited from actually pitting this lap, because he's going to lose all sorts of time now to Mr. Sean. Mr. Sean's Nissan so much more planted with the extra grip of those softs versus the worn out softs of Jip's. He's pulled in a couple of tenths, 3.9 seconds. Chip looks like he's trying to drift that Lexus. Oh, he's got it wrong through the second turn. Smashed it into the wall. That gap's coming down rapidly now. 2.5 seconds, below 2 seconds now. Mr. Sean looking to close up on Jip. Let's just change that up to this camera. Let's have a look on board with Jip looking back. see Mr. Sean in the background. 1.4 seconds back. They head down into the S's. Again, the tail of that Lexus just losing traction, allowing Mr. Sean to close up again. The gap down to below a second. Half a second now. Mr. Sean all over the rear end of Jip as they come round Forest Elbow onto Conrod Straight. It's going to be a miracle if Jip keeps this position. Mr. Sean in the slipstream. So closing in now, the Nissan driver through the little kink. Does he get the move done into this cutter's corner? No, he doesn't. Unable to get the move done. Well, I'll eat my words. Jip did manage to fend off the attack from Mr. Sean. He stops out again. So he's being a bit brave, is Jip. Now we've got the Nissan on the side of him. Side by side through Hell Corner. Lexus just pulling away. Sean's got a couple of wheels on the grass. That's slowed him down a little bit. So the Lexus just able to pull in front. Mr. Sean's had to tuck himself back into 7th position. He does go for an attack through turn 2 though. Nowhere to go through here unless he goes for a late lunge. Has he gone? He has. So JP's, that's why I couldn't focus the camera properly. JP's Jip's got it wrong on the entrance into the mountain section. That's allowed Mr. Sean to sneak through. That's the price you pay with running with worn out tyres. Like I say, you probably would have benefited coming in a lap or 2 ago. You can see just losing more time for Jip. Meantime, let's jump back up to MRC Bobby. So 10 seconds he's got over 2nd place VQS Ryan. VQS now got 3.2 over CJ. CJ's come in the pits though. He's got a fresh set of racing softs. Just over half a tank. VQS Ryan, very similar position. Looks like he's coming in a lap or 2 ago. Not a lot of wear on those softs. So, can Bobby get in the pits, get back out, fresh tyres and fuel up? Possibly, but it's going to put him right in the firing line of CJ and VQS. What's happened here? VQS has obviously ploughed into the wall. He's holding damage, that's allowed CJ through. So CJ then got 1.2 seconds over VQS Ryan. VQS is going to hold that damage. It's disappeared now. Just affecting his top end speed. Maybe it's to make the car feel a little bit unsettled at these higher speeds down this big long straight. VQS Ryan just losing a tiny bit of traction through that turn. That was time to CJ though. 2 seconds, again 2 wheels on the grass from VQS Ryan. Scrubbing off the dirt off those tyres there. Throwing that Honda around, trying to close the gap up on CJ, but he's losing 10ths. CJ got it up to 1.4 seconds. Section as well there from CJ, that just shows driving fast as well. It's not just VQS Ryan making little mistakes. Nice line there by CJ, using all of that track. Again in the background, VQS Ryan losing the tail end of that Honda. Losing more time to CJ, 1.9 seconds the gap now. And Bob now extending his race lead, 11.6 seconds. Lap 33 of 58. We've had VQS Ryan pretty much leading for the first third of the race. Then for some reason we've had VQS Dawson and EQS Ryan doing some jiggery pokery in the pits, and they've ended up in 3rd and 4th currently. EQS Ryan getting a little bit wrong, so he's probably doing a couple of tenths on CJ. All the tenths. Wow. So EQS Ryan has gone from 1.4 seconds, 1.3 seconds coming down the hill. Again, exploring those track limits, clean those tyres again for EQS Ryan. And again, 2 wheels on the grass. Oh, he's lost it completely this time. Great big pirouette for EQS Ryan. That's lost him all that time. Back is he? 7.5 seconds now. He will not be happy with that at all. The weight of these little Hondas, I say little, they're still quite big. And the slower speeds, once the tyre wear kicks in, they don't look very stable at all. EQS Ryan showing us that. So Bob's holding P1 then, 11.8 seconds lead in the Lexus. CJ in the Nissan. Very similar position to Bob, fuel and tyre wise. EQS Ryan as well was, but he's decided to do everything he can to damage those tyres, losing more time to CJ as well. So EQS Dawson has closed that gap up to 7.3 seconds, 7.2 seconds. Lionessy holding 5th. Comfortable at the minute, 33 seconds in front of EQS Dawson, 18 seconds back to 6th place Mr. Sean. Stephen 25.70 in 7th. EQS Ryan back in the pits now. So he's probably going to lose that position to EQS Dawson. He does. EQS Dawson is going to take that, I think. Stephen Ian 7th then. He's had 1 or 2 little incidents himself. We've seen him doing a couple of pirouettes around turn 1. Just grazing the wall there as well. So fair bit of time around him as well. He's got 15 seconds in front to Mr. Sean, 12 seconds back to Ayrton Senna. So Ayrton's still got Jip on his tail. Jip looks like he's gone for an absolutely brimming tank and for a set of racing softs. So can Jip make his way back through the pack? Mr. Sean's just coming in the pits now. And JC still rolling at the back. He's keeping his foot in though, that's good to see. He's 9 seconds off the back of Jip 09 currently. It's not too bad tyre wear. Half a tank of fuel. What was Jip on? Oh yeah, he's just topped up, hasn't he? So might not be able to make an attack on Jip. We'll see where it ends up come the end of this race. Bobby takes a jump into the pit stop, into the pits himself. So what's he doing? He's taking on more fuel and tyres. Looks like he's taking on a fair old chunk as well. Okay, so just over half a tank, another set of racing softs. So CJ takes the lead, 2 seconds over MRC Bobby. You do like purple sectors in that first zone, don't you? So Bob just going around turn 2 then. VQS Dawson up into third. VQS Ryan in fourth. Ryan's had all sorts of pit stops. He's got about 7 on the board there. Well, not there, but he has had. So let's put him down into fourth. VQS Dawson up into third. Nothing in between the two VQS drivers currently. No big gaps to try and make up into second or first. 13 seconds back from MRC Bobby. Both of the VQS drivers taking a bit of paint off their cars through there. Ryan will be getting a good tow down here though from the Nissan. So 30 seconds either way for Lion SE. Nothing to report on from his point of view at the minute. Mr. Sean, so back out the pits in 6th then. So 30 seconds back from Lion SE, a lot of work to do. We've still got 22 laps, so you never know. Let's see what happens. 13 seconds back from Mr. Sean. Ayrton Senna only 2 seconds back. And then Jib's right on his tail now. Flashing the lights from Jib as well. Say I'm here. Make sure you're aware. Don't crash into me, please. Tail. It's all gone wrong. So CJ still leading then, puts in his fastest lap of the race, 1:51.4. Still holding second, 2.6 seconds back. He's now got the back markers to make his way past as well. JC in front of him. VQS Dawson. Position, putting a bit of time over VQS Ryan, also holding fastest lap of the race, 1:50.7 for VQS Dawson. So I would expect Ryan to be getting that position back off Dawson. Dawson holding 1 less fuel than Ryan. So he's still positions to be swapped around here. Road in front and a blank road behind, I can imagine. Let's see if we can get on board. So nothing on track behind him, nothing on track in front of him. It's just racing the clock at the minute. Let's see if we can get 30 seconds down here. He's completely the opposite end of the track to every other driver. Is Lion SE. Jaffa cake as well, peeps. Sustenance. Right, so 20 laps remaining. 19 laps remaining. CJ holding on to that top spot at the minute. under. Bit of wear on those socks. He's currently got 2.9 seconds, sorry, 3-second lead over MRC Bobby. Bobby in a better position tyre and fuel wise though. These drivers still got 10 seconds, 11 seconds over BQS Dawson. Dawson's actually pulled another few tenths from Ryan as well. Does look a bit loose. Super Fast Bob, or it's not Super Fast Bob, it's MRC Bobby, as teammates with Jip. There's Jip. So Bob and Jip rocking the same liveries. I know it was teams, I think it was teams of cars. Mr. Sean and CJ rocking the same liveries. Similar. Slightly, completely different liveries. Okay. So we've got all the details because the screenshots. So it's cut off, unfortunately. Ryan and Steve 2570, both in Team Honda NSS 16. Mr. Sean and CJ for Team Nissan GTR. That's the GTR 16. We've got VQS Dawson and Anthony Hunt. Unfortunately, Anthony Hunt no longer in the lobby. They're driving Team Nissan. It's an AV Nismo 08. MRC Bobby and Jip, we've spoken about driving for Team Lexus SC 43008. And the other team driving Team Lexus RCF 16. We've got Lion SE and JC, and Ayrton Senna in this one. I couldn't tell you how points are going to look. We've got our second lobby running as well. So CJ comes in the pits then. 18 laps to go. See Bobby comes past that pit entrance then. Just to lead for the minute. Just loses his penalty before that first turn as well. CJ manages to get back out of the pits. He's gone for another set of mediums. He's looking to get rid of those. Get some fuel on board as well. Dawson now in the pits as well. So Bobby's still got just a third of a tank. Plenty of wear left on those tyres as well for Bob. He's still have to pick for fuel though before the end of this race. We'll see where that puts him when CJ comes in. So Dawson come in the pits then, fresh set of racing softs, just over half the tank. Gets in and out before, oh, sorry, because Ryan properly. Bumper to bumper. Almost Dawson, that's allowed VQS Ryan through. Mistake creeping in for VQS Dawson there. Strange fresh tyres as well, I'd expect extra grip. Yes, Christopher. Where is he? Christopher, here he is. Christopher Wall. Some pressure from CJ though as they come down to finish this lap 41. Bob's got a good run down the inside. Straight past him for MRC Bobby. So easy. What's going on, CJ? CJ. Oh yeah, he was out of fuel. Okay. He had just put on those mediums. So he's going to go for another set of softs and go for a. He's going for mediums, has he? He's going to bring his tank, I would expect, towards the end of this race. Come on, CJ. How much fuel do you need? Come on. You don't need that much. So he has full tank and a set of racing mediums. In the background you've got the two drivers, VQS Ryan, VQS Dawson. Position, a little less fuel on board, they might have to do a little splash and dash at the end. To close up and put some pressure on CJ in the meantime. So they have taken 2/10 out of his time already. CJ was coming out of the pits a little bit slower than these guys coming around the first turn. And his car will be slightly heavier. This is all played into Bob's hands. He's now got 18 seconds lead. A quarter of a tank, a little bit of wear on those tyres. He could probably get in and out and bring himself right back into contention for race win here, probably in front of those three drivers behind. So CJ must be sweating a little bit just to see VQS Ryan, VQS Dawson quite as close. Oh, he's got a little bit wrong into Forest Elbow. That's allowed both those drivers to close up. Second by the time we get to CJ keeping off the dirt. There you go, VQS Ryan just, oh, he's got it all wrong though, he's out-braked himself. Oh, he's kept it in a straight line, but that's allowed VQS Dawson straight back through to take that third position. It's given CJ a tiny bit of breathing room for a second. He's now got VQS Dawson to worry about. Time still holds his 17.7 second lead. So can CJ hold on to that second? Can Bob hold on to first? Can VQS Dawson, VQS Ryan stay in the same position for any more than 2 laps? There's a little bit of a gap between them. CJ's time, a couple of tenths out at last half a lap. VQS Ryan now 1.7 seconds back from Dawson. No threat from behind. Lion SE 36 seconds back. Team Lexus. Mr. Sean still 30 seconds back from him. 34 seconds to be precise. Still holding 7th, again quite comfortable, 14 seconds in front of Mr. Sean, 10 seconds back to Ayrton Senna. And again, Ayrton, bit of a gap back to JC. Stephen just coming in the pit, so that's going to have that deuce between himself and Ayrton. Jip in 9th then. And JC in 10th. So lost a bit more time as JC. So back up to race lead then, MRC Bobby. Lost a little bit of time, couple of tenths, but nothing to be overly concerned about at the minute. The tyre wear must just start coming into effect on that Lexus. CJW, that gap reduced down to half a second between himself and VQS Dawson. VQS Ryan's managed to close that gap back up as well, so it's turned into a three-way fight for second at the minute. If CJ doesn't manage to make a bit of a break, he's going to be under threat for that position down the Conrod Straight. We'll have Dawson going down the inside. There's contact. CJW off the track. Dawson also off the track. CJ will not be happy about that. I'm sure Dawson won't either. He's just getting himself pointed in the right direction. So, let's see what the gaps are looking like now. So, MRC Bobby, 18.3 seconds over now second place VQS Ryan. VQS Ryan grabbing a bit of a toe off Jip 09 down the Conrod. Looking to chip some time out of MRC Bobby's time come the end of this race. So MRC CJW sitting in third position. No damage on his car at the minute. 3/4 of a tank. Reasonably fresh set of racing softs. Looking good for CJ at the minute. Shame he's just got involved in that little accident. VQS Dawson getting a bit leery, trying to get down the inside. Not can be done, but I don't think CJ was expecting it, to be honest. Yeah, two had a bit of coming together. Both drivers coming off track. VQS Dawson losing all the time though. CJW losing the position. Still under no threat from 5th position Lioness. Again, Mr. Sean, a race of his own. Ayrton Senna now past Stephen after Stephen's come in the pits. I know it's a Japanese car, but it's not JDM. Stop pulling that handbrake. So he's gone for half a tank fresh set of racing softs. We'll see whether that will get him to the end of the race. He's got 2.4 seconds to try and make up on Ayrton Senna after that stop. Ayrton's in similar position with his tyres. A little bit less fuel though. We'll see how that plays out. So Stephen in 8th. I believe he qualified 7th. So Jip in 9th. JC only 2 seconds back. So the tyre wearer Jip's Lexus must be causing him issues again. An awful lot of fuel on board for those worn out tyres. It's just going to allow JC to have a bit of a go at him. Yeah, he's sliding that Lexus around into the pits now though. JC coming through, looks like he's just dropping off a penalty. So can JC get around this turn before he's only got to put tyres on, I think. He's got plenty of fuel on board. No, JC does come past then. Take that 9th position. Jip comes out of the pits now then. 10th, he's taken on 3/4 of a tank, fresh set of racing softs. So he's now 5 seconds down from JC. Keep an eye on that, see whether he can close that gap up, possibly take the position back. MRC Bobby still out front. He'll be in this lap though. He'll take on board the fuel and the tyres. That'll bring VQS Ryan back into the fight. Fortunately not so much CJW. And now way off the pace is VQS Dawson. 10 seconds back from CJ. So Bob should come into the pits. If he doesn't, he's a maniac. But he does. So VQS Ryan. Towards the final turn. Bob Bob's in his pit box, not been released yet. VQS Ryan comes past the start-finish line now. Bob's been released, just coming out the pits now. Gets out in front of VQS Ryan, but only by 2 seconds. VQS Ryan is going to be carrying a little bit more speed up the hill. So 11 laps to go. It's on between MRC Bobby and VQS Ryan. VQS Ryan, his tyres looking a little worse for wear, clattering the wall through there as well. Bob's got all the tyres, all the fuel. He can push as hard as he wants at the end of this race now. VQS Ryan, if he doesn't come in for tyres, he's going to have to drive that car very, very carefully come the end of the race. Or he stops and potentially loses the position back to CJW. CJ also in a good position, plenty of fuel, plenty of tyres. Lap 47 of 58. VQS Dawson, after the coming together with CJ, he's pulled a bit of time back, 8.5 seconds. But he might have to do a little splash and dash at the end. His tyre's not looking too good. Lioness, he will definitely have to come in for fuel before the end of the race. I don't think that will put them under any pressure from Mr. Sean. Mr. Sean's got to stop again anyway. So Lioness, he will have 5th place covered off. Mr. Sean will have 6th place covered off because Ayrton Senna will have to pit again before the end of this race. Will Stephen have to? Maybe. He's currently sitting in 8th, 5.6 seconds back from Ayrton. Yes, I would have thought he would. If Ayrton pits, I think Stephen's got to. JC as well, probably. So Jip after his late stop. Currently sitting in 10th, 4.6 seconds back from 9th place JC. And holding just over half a tank, fresh set of racing softs, so looking to run to the end then for Jip. So Bob holds on to his lead, 1.8 seconds. Gonna fight their way through a couple of the back markers at the minute. The tyre wear on VQS Ryan's Honda starting to look awful now. CJ losing a bit of time to VQS Ryan. There's a bit of off-roading for him as well. He's got a tiny bit of penalty to lose. VQS Dawson pulling another 2 seconds on him in the meantime. That gap between CJ and 4th position Dawson is 6.5 seconds now. So Mr. Sean in the pits. I would expect to see Lioness in the pits at the end of this lap as well. Ayrton Senna comes through to no, he doesn't, so Mr. Sean does get back out. So he takes that 6th position then for Mr. Sean. Ayrton 7th, he'll have to pit anyway. So any position he would have made over Mr. Sean, he'll have to relinquish back to him. Stephen trying to drag a bit of a tow from MRC Bobby in front. Bob out a little bit, that puts another car in between himself and VQS Ryan behind. Stevens pulled over and let him through. So what's the gap at? 1.7 between Bob and Ryan. We're on to lap 49 of 58. 5-second gap. All the tyres and all the fuel versus Ryan's no tyres and a bit of fuel. quite a light car, so it's seemed quite quick, easy to throw about. Very loose when the tyre wear starts to kick in, as we've seen. So the gap's still at 1.6. VQS Ryan dipping a couple of tyres on the grass there, losing some time to Bob already. Knows exactly where to brake on that corner though. Gains tenths on every driver he's following down there. Into the pits now. Oh, he's got the pit entrance all wrong. Let's hope that's reset it back to track. This might do it again here. Oh, it's done it again. So VQS Ryan having an awful time trying to get back in the pits. Oh, he's going to have to do exactly what I said. Drive around another lap with worn out tyres. Oh, VQS Ryan. So CJ's managed to get in, have a set of tyres and get back out. VQS Ryan down into third. He's still got to stop for tyres, otherwise he's going to lose positions to Dawson as well behind him. 6.7 seconds back, nearly 8 laps to go. Yeah, so the Honda's tyres absolutely battered now. That's exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't get those pit entrances right, that's it. You can see he attempted a couple of times to get back through the gate, but it just sees that you've crashed and you need resetting back to track. That's what it sees. So a very unfortunate event there for VQS Ryan. That's pretty much the end of his hunt of MRC Bobby. He did have that pit stop to make. It would have put him a little bit out of contention anyway. Oh, it's causing him all sorts of problems. He's just losing more time to the drivers in front. So, Bob then, 11.3 second lead in the Lexus. He's called to start lap 51. CJW in second, VQS Ryan into the pits now then, get it right this time, son. Nice and cautious through there. He is going to lose a lot of time. Dawson might even take that position off of him. He's going to have to take on board fuel as well. Yeah, that's it's going to push him down. Dawson's definitely going to take that position. Comes past the pit exit now, then does Dawson. Half a tank for a set of racing softs. So VQS Ryan back out the pits. Now 5.2 seconds he's got to try and make up on Dawson in front. All due to that pit incident. Not good at all, not good at all. So MRC Bobby leading this race. Looking comfortable as well, 11.1 seconds lead. Lap 51 of 58. Second. He's got 7.1 seconds himself over VQS Dawson. Dawson is pretty quick. He's gaining time on CJ through there already. There's enough time to get the position before the end of the race. It's yet to be seen. Ryan still 5.5 seconds. These are the closest battles really. There's big gaps from 5th position back. These drivers just seem to be doing whatever they can to... Ooh, Jip getting it a little bit wrong through the final turn. So Jip's only 2.2 back from JC actually. These boys both look like they're running to the end. A little bit more tyre wear on Jip's car than there is JC's. Similar fuel situation. So we'll see whether JC retains that 9th position and whether Jip can take that back off him. Bob still comfortable. We're just starting to creep in on that Lexus. There's going to be anything for Bob to worry about for the next 6 laps. CJ himself still holding 5 seconds from Dawson. Pulled in a couple of tenths. Still a lot of work to do for Ryan. Again, sticking 2 wheels on the grass on that final turn. Purple lap though, 150.6 for VQS Ryan. So still able to go quick. And purple sectors as well for VQS Ryan. Bigger gaps back to 5th place now. A whole minute back between 4th and 5th. Mr. Sean, 28 seconds back. Just under a bit of pressure from race leader MRC Bobby there, coming through the S's. So holding 6th place. 10 seconds back to 7th place at Ayrton Senna. Ayrton's also got to worry about the attack from CJ behind. 2nd place in this race. So Stephen in 8th. 7 seconds back from Ayrton. So there's Dawson to try and gain a little bit of toe from, but a lot down there. And then another 30 seconds back to JC. Jip's got it all wrong. Something's happened. He's 17 seconds back. No damage, but he's ghosting out. He's definitely not travelling as quick as he should be. So, MRC Bobby. Looks like he's got it wrong. He's now got 6 seconds. So from 11 seconds down to 6. It's not as if he's been in and taken tyres on. So maybe the tyre wear is starting to come into play then on MRC Bobby's car. CJW's got something to aim for in the meantime. DQS Dawson in the background's taking a second out of himself. Ryan still 5 seconds back. So we've got up 54 and 58. CJ's got a couple more laps to go to try and keep that gap and fend off VQS Dawson. Dawson might have got it a bit wrong through there. He's lost a bit of time. Pull it back. Yeah, poor Ryan after his pit glitch, whatever you want to call it. 2 attempts to get in the pits, crashed, kind of didn't crash, but overran the pit exit, pit entrance. tried to get back in, it wouldn't let him. Reset him to track, tried again, reset him. Had to do a lap with worn out tyres. Had plenty of fuel on board, but he had absolutely battered tyres. Plus the time he'd worn out, he'd wasted trying to get in the pits twice. So he's sitting in 4th. Big gap back to 5th though, no worry from an attack from 5th place. 5 seconds to try and close up on VQS Dawson in front. Both drivers on the mountain straights. CJ still managing to fend off any attack from VQS Dawson, still got 3.8 second lead. Bob's gap has come down again, 4.4 seconds, so Bob just struggling a little bit to get through these back markers. And tyre wear starting to come into play. Lap 55 and 58, gap down to 4.1 seconds. Could all come to a bit of a crescendo at the end of this race. I'm going for a Jaffa cake, I'm so excited. CJ grabbing a sneaky toe, trying to pull that gap from VQS Dawson. It's helped him. Mr. Sean chucking himself out of the way, allowing CJ through nice and easily. So, the gap between MRC Bobby and CJ only 3.6 seconds, 2 laps to go. 3 laps to go. Bob fend off the attacks. Tyre wear really starting to creep in on Bob's Lexus. He's losing more tenths to CJ, 3.3 seconds the gap. CJ needs to keep it off the wall. He's got plenty of tyres left to rag around on that Nissan. Dawson, oh, he's crashed into the wall. VQS Dawson on the way into the mountain section, he's crashed into the wall. Taken all the pressure off of CJW. VQS Ryan has got past him as well, but VQS Ryan has now got 7.4 seconds to try and make up on CJ. So a bit of breathing room for CJ then. Concentrate on putting the hammer down and trying to chase down MRC Bobby for that top spot. Gap at 2.8 seconds, lap 56 and 58. We're getting a bit of toe off Jip 09. Looks like Jip has pretty much finished this race. I think I've seen him ghosting out for about 2 laps, 3 laps. So the gap's still at 2.7 between CJ and Bob. CJ's just able to run the corners a little bit quicker, pulling in those tenths from Bob. CJ passed Jip already. Oh, he's lost the tail a little bit. He's giving Bob a slight bit of breathing room now as well, 2.9 seconds. Lap 57 of 58. Can Bob's Lexus's tyres hold out? Now's the time, CJ. You've got all the fuel, all the tyres. Put it on him. Gap back down to 2.7. VQS Ryan 6 seconds back in 3rd position. Oh, have we lost? Don't tell me we lost Dawson. We have. We've lost VQS Dawson. He's crashed into the wall. He's obviously not happy with himself. 3 laps from the end, which has allowed VQS Ryan through to take that 3rd position. I know it's not long. He's not got what's he now? 2 seconds. I can can imagine Bob's fretting. He'll be kicking the cat if he loses to CJ, I know that. Gap down to 1.8. Just stick here, this is where the action is. Forget the fact that Dawson's left the lobby. So CJ actually getting clattered off track, putting himself down into 4th, I think. No, 3rd. He managed to get back into 3rd. Back up into 2nd, gap down to 1.6. So around the final turn then, across the start-finish line. Bobby starts at lap 58. Enter the final lap. 1.2 seconds between MRC Bobby and CJW. Plenty of tyres left on CJW's car. Not a lot of fuel now though. MRC Bobby a little bit more fuel, but a lot less tyres. Gap down to a 2nd. It's on between CJ and MRC Bobby. This is going to be a good last lap, this one. So on board with CJ. Gap down to 0.7 of a second. There's going to be nowhere for CJ to attack through here, not without pushing Bob off track or himself. Might just want to try and stick with Bob and get him down the Conrod straight if he can. Don't run out of fuel, CJ. Bob's gone a little bit wide through there. It's allowed CJ to close up on him. Awkward section now. Both drivers keeping it clean through there. Bob losing the tail a little bit. CJ able to close up again, down towards Forest elbow. Hard on the brakes. Bob, CJ taking that nice wide line we saw in quali. Gets a good run out. Bob still got a good run out, but CJ is only 0.3 of a second back. Bob doing everything he can to try and drop the toe from CJ. 0.2 of a second. Can CJ do it? Final couple of corners to go. Bob's going to do everything he can to try and fend off the attack from CJ, making CJ go wide. Oh, a little bit of contact, Bob. That was a tiny bit naughty, I think. CJ's got a good run out though. Bob's blocking the track a little bit. That's a bit naughty, Bob. CJ's going to have a great run out of the start-finish straight. Unfortunately, I think Bob's just going to keep it. Or is he? Oh, he does. MRC Bobby just keeps it. CJW takes 2nd. Not sure how CJ's going to see that little bit of nudging. Well, there you go. That might be telltale right there. A little bit of a steer into you, Bob. VQS Ryan then comes home in 3rd position. Essie, he's got another half a lap to go. So he's going to come home in 4th. Mr. Sean's going to come home in 5th. Stephen 6th. Ayrton Senna 7th. JC is going to hold on to that 8th position. And Chip's going to come across the line, ghosting out, and take 9th. Yeah, we lost Anthony Hunt and we lost VQS Dawson in that one. I lost Anthony Hunt quite early. VQS Dawson pretty late, to be honest. So that was a good race. I enjoyed that, even though it was a 2-hour enduro. There was a lot of action pretty much all the way through. Bob taking the win. Controversially. Controversially. CJ, I'm not sure how CJ is going to take that. Bob was being a tiny bit naughty, a little bit of blocking, Bob. I'm going to say it. I know you and CJ are friends. I know, you know, me, you and CJ, we've all met, we know each other. But still, I don't know how I'd feel about you blocking me like that, Bob. Oh, my teeth were all gritted. Geno 90, come on, Chris. Yeah, it's very unlucky at the end there. I blame Bob. You can too. Oh, Lioness doing some acrobatics into pit wall. So that was the driver's room. Bathurst 120, a 2-hour endurance for you lot. MRC Bobby taking the win. CJ coming in 2nd. VQS Ryan taking 3rd position. Not too sure what was going on with Ryan and Dawson midway through that race. They came in for all sorts of pit stops. Not too sure what was happening there. There seem to be drivers coming in all over the place. Okay, at Driver's Room on Discord, there you go, shout out, links in description. Not yet, there won't be, but there will be. Let's see, what's... Stephen's got a YouTube as well. I didn't see that. Oh, I'm probably sure most sim racing people who take it seriously have got YouTube channels. Yeah, so Stephen's is at Stephen2570 on YouTube. There you go. CJW Racing, go check him out. MRC Bobby, go check him out. Anthony Hunt, if you're even called that on YouTube anymore, go check him out. Obviously, check me out, which you are doing, which is good. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that stuff. So, what's coming up for me? I've got the P1 boys tomorrow night in their GR2 league. That's the Thursday night. That's also a team versus team event. Very similar to this, but two race format. So they have a 15-minute quali and then two 20-minute races. And then I've got to catch up with the N300 that I missed on Sunday because I wasn't feeling well. And then I've got another N300, which is obviously round 2. That's Sunday night. And then Wednesday next week, race of winners. 4 races, 4 cars, 4 tracks, 14 drivers, 2 commentators. So myself and the man himself, CJW, who's in this lobby right now, came in second. He and I will be collaborating for the race of winners stream. So that is, I believe, I saw about 8 o'clock on Wednesday. Where's my phone? Let's see if I can pull up some deets on that before it all goes wrong. There it is. Okay, so it's 8:30 start. It's going to be 5 minutes for qualifying, followed by 10-minute races. You are going to see an awful lot of the drivers you've seen from some of my lobbies, from CJ's lobbies. Obviously the man himself, CJ. Well, you won't see him, but you'll be hearing him. So that's next Wednesday at 8:30. Come and check that out. Myself and CJ, as I just mentioned. And then, yeah, I think we're just waiting for the start of next gen season again, which is sometime in August, beginning of August, I believe. So hang about for that one. But I've got a little bit of free time. I've still got the Sunday league to do. I've got the P1 Thursday thing to finish off tomorrow. The next gen one next week. And then just the Sunday league. So, oh, a little bit of calm time. It's nice. So, that's going to be about it. I'll put links in the description to my Discord, to my Twitter, all that sort of stuff. I'll try and remember all the drivers in tonight and find their YouTubes and stuff like that. You might want to watch the races from their perspective, as in, you know, on board, things like that. Yeah. I hope you like what you watch. If you have, give it a like, give it a subscribe. You know what's coming next, people. Tell your mates, tell your mum. My name's darksmoka. I'm out of here.